All right, guys. So we're just about ready to take this thing off to paint. You can see behind me, I think it's probably at about 320 right now, and I think it's going to go up to probably around 500 or 600 grit. I'm not a body guy, so don't quote me, but that's the next step here, and then we'll have this thing off to the paint booth to get its new shiny coat of paint. Here, I'll just do a quick walk around and show you how everything looks. Well, that's the driver's side. Roof up there. The hood all done. Partial hood, partial storage. And passenger side. So, this is just meant to be a kind of a quick project. Not looking for perfection here. It's not a show truck by any means. Just trying to make it look decent for the young man that's going to drive it. All right, guys. Well, welcome back to another Badgas production. I'm on the way to the paint booth with my son's surprise pickup truck. So, hey, that's a cool truck. Nice. Squirrel! All right, so like I was saying, I'm on my way to the paint booth with Dalen's Tacoma. It's behind me on the trailer. I don't know if you can see it in the top corner there. You can also probably see the snow on the other side there. It's not a very nice day here today. It's just a bit of wet snow falling. So it's kind of an emotional day for me, man. I've been working on this truck since we got it. Just as a reminder, we bought the cheapest Toyota Tacoma in the country. In fact, maybe even on the continent. It needed a lot of work. And I started this project, 6 months ago, probably back in the summer. We replaced a whole bunch of stuff. You can go back through the video if you want and watch some of that. But yeah, we did brakes. We did some of the lower cross member under the radiator. We did a power steering pump. I guess the transmission drive for the wipers that didn't work. Front differential, I still have to do that if the front differential isn't working. Replaced a fender, fixed a bunch of dents, broken mirrors. I mean, a lot of stuff. And honestly, it kind of almost looked like this truck had a hard life in a way. Everything mechanically was sound and it was well taken care of that way, but it was rough on the outside. It almost looked like it was in a hailstorm of some sort. So for the last number of months, it's been in body work. So a good friend of mine's been working on the body work just in his home shop, and he's done a phenomenal job with it. So next step here is going to be to blast some paint on it. Wish us luck. So why emotional, you ask? Well, it's one thing working on a car for somebody else. There's no real attachment to it. But when you're working on a car for yourself, at least for me, guys, when I'm working on a car for myself, I definitely have some emotion, and I'm putting some serious effort into it, and I have some emotion about building that car or truck or whatever. And in this case, I built this for my son. He doesn't know. So there's that element of surprise. It's building something for my son is special. I mean, building something for any of my children would be special. So I'm lucky to be able to do this, and he's a lucky guy to be on the receiving end. But definitely a bit of an emotional day to see this get into paint, and really after that it's probably a week or so of bolting everything back on, and then we'll be heading on to the big reveal. So hope you like the ride, Dalen. Hey, buddy. Hi. Hi. What you got?
Attention. That's what I got.
Attention.
Be taking my fucking picture.
Oh, I'll take your picture.
Fuck that.
Fuck that. Wanted to be really clear about this truck. This is a truck that is in no way representative of Wayne's Hot Rods and Customs work. All of the body work was done elsewhere at a friend of mine's. And, you know, I just asked Wayne if he would help out and spray it because he has the facility to do such a job. And, you know, the thing about body work in general is that people often blame the painter for any imperfection that they see, not realizing, you know, that there's a whole cascading effect of things that happen before that vehicle arrives. So the painter, you know, can only really be responsible for laying material down on a prepped surface. And so if that surface isn't prepared right, you know, be it in metalwork, or if the bodywork isn't straight, blocked correctly, gaps aren't right, you know, there's scratches or dents, or the materials used underneath aren't compatible with the materials being used by the painter, then, you know, unfortunately that all shows up in the end product, and yet it has nothing to do with the person doing the paint. So with that, Wayne typically doesn't like to do jobs like this, but you know, Wayne's got a big heart, number one, and number two, he's a really good friend of mine. So he's willing to do this, especially I think because this truck is for my son. And so thank you, Wayne, for A, having a big heart, B, being a good friend, and C, being willing to go above and beyond. So yeah, anyway, so we'll see how it all turns out, but at the end of the day, this is definitely not representative of his and his team's work. But back to the fun part, I'm super excited to be painting this today. The truck is red. I can't remember the paint code. It starts with a 3R something or other. Anyways, it's the typical bright red Toyota, and I'm not a huge fan of that color. So my decision was to change the color just a slight bit. Since we're not going to take the whole truck apart, you know, remove the cab, remove all the doors, and really do a proper color change, we're going to go with a red that's, I guess, kind of complementary. It's a little bit darker, and it's actually called Dr. Pepper is the color. I can't remember the color code for it either, but the fine folks at CarQuest helped me in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, helped me go through a bunch of different paint codes and pick this one. And it's a similar red, just a little bit darker than the original. And we're gonna put some stripes on this truck when it's all done, so you know, that should complement things pretty well. I'm gonna have to get a little bit of that factory color because there's a few spots where we're gonna have to blow in the door jambs to kind of make it match and look right. But yeah, we're being a little bit creative. You know, this is a truck for my son. He's a young man, and he's still going to school, so you don't want to, you know, he's going to take it to the school parking lot, and people probably park close to him, and you know, it's not a show car by any means, and it doesn't need to be 100% perfect. So you know, just kind of being a little bit creative, but yet at the same time using the correct products, so hopefully it lasts a bit. Anyways, this is an emotional day for me again. I said that the other day. It's a vehicle for my son, and you know, that's very special to me. To anybody who's watching this video who helped, and the list is long. You know, Kendrick put in an amazing amount of work into this truck. Andrew did a lot of help. All the guys from Badgas have helped a little bit here and there, with either, you know, picking it up or transporting it from here to there, or various things. So thank you to all of you. Wayne's Hot Rods and Customs, the guys there, again, you know, none of you had to help, and yet you all came out and helped prepare yesterday to get this thing across the finish line and taped up and ready to go. Susan, Kendrick's wife, you know, again, all of you were fantastic, and I really can't thank you enough for helping my family out. All right, boys and girls, here we are, just getting ready to lay some sealer and get this thing painted. Not bad for an old Toyota. All right, guys, it's another day here of a beautiful week. I'm on my way to deliver some Badgas Productions hoodies. I just wanted to say a quick thanks to all the people that have supported us, you know, by sharing and liking our videos, and also the people that have supported us by buying our merch. We're just a really small channel, just trying to make a go of it, and that extra support's really helpful for us. So thanks again, and guys, if you're interested in some Badgas Productions merch, reach out to badgaseditor@gmail.com. I'll drop that in the description of this video below. All right, so we finished up painting yesterday. Yesterday was a pretty long day, honestly. The temperature had dropped quite a bit here over the weekend. It's kind of unusual here for us. You know, those of us that are local here have been calling it the polar vortex, but just essentially the weather here, it can fluctuate in the winter, you know, plus or minus 10 degrees. But here over this particular weekend and the weekend that we had planned to paint the truck, the temperature dropped to minus 41, I think, with the wind chill. So pretty darn cold. And if you're not familiar with painting, there's definitely a range of temperature that you want to paint in, and it certainly isn't that cold. So you'd think, well, you're not painting outside, and that's probably a natural thing to think. But so when you're running a paint booth, there's fans at the very back end of the booth that suck all the paint fumes out of the booth, and some people have a downdraft that pulls down as well. There's a bunch of different types and configurations, but in order to run that, you also need fresh air inlet in your building somewhere. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure you'd suck the doors and windows out of the building. So you're going to one end of your building and you open a fresh air source, and that means you're pulling that cold air in. So we really struggled. We did get the booth up to temperature, but it took until almost 2 p.m. to get it there. And so that's when we started painting, and it still wasn't ideal. So you have to have a certain amount of flash time between each coat before you can start to lay the next coat. And so when the temperature is lower than you want, it takes longer between each of those coats for them to dry. So I think it was 6:30 last night when we left, and I'm now on my way back in to help take all the tape and paper off the vehicle, so we can roll it out of the booth so other paying customers can get in. All right, time to take her home. Hey guys, it's Sully at Badgas. Hope you like what you saw in the video today. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe, or subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're already subscribed, don't hit it again. But and share with your friends. It's free, and you know what? Someone else might really enjoy the content. Anyway, back at our fun day here in Canada land. Remember, keep both hands on the bars and throttle down. See ya.